Is the frequency in use? Didn't think so. Been listening for a while. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Didn't think there was any of that either, because if there then that may be broken for any time for an emergency. For information, go to K4PEW. That's the way to do it. Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. YouTube, and you will come up looking at my surface of my radio. So that's where you can see it. We're doing here. Even if you're not on the air, you can at least, you're not going to check in. You can at least see and hear what's going on. And I think some people are. It's on 146. I said it again. 146.415.net. 146 is our other kind of website. And it's got information on Simplex, etc. And we also have a groups.io site, which is just look us up under Mount. And it looks up on what's it listed? MJSS, the Mount Juliet Simplex Society. Come right up. And search inside of groups.io. Where else am I now? Lost my we're every well, you can also email me at k4pew@arrl.net. 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night on this frequency, 146.415 FM Simplex, and there's lots of people on here at different times. So there's usually somebody here who looking for needs to look for a radio check. There's usually somebody here to answer them. Or purpose of net here is to support and purpose of net is also to support and help ham radios. Ham radio. It's here to help you figure out who you can hear, who you can't hear, why you can't hear them, and it's because everyone seems to get better when they start doing simplex. They get better radios, or they get better feed lines, better antennas, better height antennas. The objective, though, because if you can't afford it, don't do it. If your ex-well doesn't want to do it, don't do it. If you have to put it on credit, don't do it. You'll like it a lot better. Is there any? Let me just jump into the announcements. Of course, we're doing a 2-meter net tonight here, a 10-meter on 28.415. That's upper sideband. 28.415 upper sideband. Also announcements for tomorrow night. There is well, anybody who's on the list gets the announcements for tomorrow night in Bowling Green. There's also the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club's information net on their repeater. Things going on with another in the evening. Of course, our net's on 6 meters, 2 meters, and 2-meter upper. So Sunday night is the 10-meter net, also on 28.415 upper sideband. That's 7:30. And again, you'll get it in email for the Santa net, which is going to be cast. I want to say broadcast better than say cast here on this frequency as well as on Zoom. So it'll be on YouTube, it'll be on Zoom, it'll also be on 146, 415, and 446.415 simple. So we'll be putting the word out on that as the days roll around here. It's on the 24th at 7 p.m. So please grab your youngins, or if you're not even at the young, you just want to call in and chat with Santa. And that's ably put on in the 20th year. This is an anniversary year, so we like to see a big turnout. And that's with Tony K out of Smyrna, and he's got quite a show if you haven't heard it before. Is there any other announcements? All righty. It doesn't sound like there's anybody out there, but I'm pretty sure there is. Where was it? Let's see, this is net number 749. It's December 1st. We're already in the month of December. I can't believe it. It just flies right along. There's an old saying that time flies like an arrow and fruit flies like a banana. And then we'll be following it up with 10-meter upper side man. We'll be taking people short on time first. Please come now. Anybody short on time tonight? Time check-ins tonight. It's Wednesday night, isn't it? All right, then we'll start taking check-ins from the west. Please come now.
How are you? Mike in Belshire.
Well, everybody's holding back on me tonight. How you doing, Michael? Is everything going all right with Emily?
Everything is going great. We've had
Well, that means you haven't had to call the sheriff, right?
only one.
How about the fire department?
Not so.
Yeah, very good. I'm glad it's working out for you. How long are you gonna keep her there?
She's going back tomorrow because she has a appointment. Her mom's got to take her.
Oh, you're only taking her for a few days.
Yeah, but then she'll be able to come back forward.
Oh, very good. Well, very good. You tired of eating turkey yet?
No, actually, I wish I had a little more turkey. Turkey now.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I just finished up the last of ours, just tonight's meal, and all that was left was turkey. It was gone.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm always looking forward to those turkey sandwiches after a holiday.
Yeah, very good. Being there, Michael. That's Michael Kilo, Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire. Who else is west? Anybody else west? I'll be checking in later. How about from the south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra.
Hey, Larry. Everything well? You get your Radio Shack all put back together?
Yeah, we back at it, I guess.
I didn't. Saturday night today. Saturday night. Saturday. I don't think I was in there last Saturday or not. It did. Is Preston's Saturday nights, right?
I guess, yeah, Preston was in there.
Okay, very good. I just want to make sure everything's cool on that. Well, very good, Larry. Good to have you in there. That's Larry in Rockville, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is west or south?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Ken, and Smyrna.
Hello, Ken. Haven't been on the radio all day, have I?
I did too. So I can't say that.
No, I was just doing stuff. Stuff I had to do.
That's okay, folks. You know, every once in a while we have to do things that we want to, or some things.
My wife tells me I want to do all of them.
Hey, you know.
Oh, yeah. I don't even question. Of course I want to do them. Well, very good, Ken. You don't have anything new for us on the net?
Nothing at all.
All right, very good. Good. Oh, no news is good news as we age here. That was Ken in Smyrna. Who else, west or south?
W041.
Hello, Mike. How you doing?
Good. K3 for yourself. Fire pit going out back.
Hold on, Mike. What was that about the fire pit, Mike?
So I missed you Saturday. We had a fire pit running out there on the deck. Right? Missed the net.
Oh, that's cool. I'm telling you, if everybody showed up who was on the mailing list, we'd be here till midnight.
No, I don't have anything for you. I'm just checking in.
All right, sounds good, Mike. Everything going well, though?
Oh, yeah. A plate of turkey from Ken folk, but the weather was so crappy that day. They passed and then late, so that all worked out.
Yeah, well, the weather surprised me today. It was just nice. It was a reasonably nice day. Do some repairs on my lawn tractor and put it back in the shed, and got to do some more repairs in a couple of days. And then I came in the house for I don't know. I noticed it rained. I didn't even know it was raining.
Yeah, I managed to get out and pick me up a load of wood. Got that out of the vehicle, backed up, and just in time for the rain. It didn't last very long, though.
All righty. But everything else all right?
We're good.
All right, pretty good, Mike. That's Mike, Whiskey Oscar 4 Yankee, and he is in I'll get a straight one.
Big city of Laverne.
Yeah, very good. I think I heard Mike K4. How you doing, Mike?
Doing good. Ran that end feed halfway up at the maple tree, so it's off the ground sloping. It seems to be doing 100% better. But it's just fun trying to figure out the ANA antenna calculator and figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah. How does the SWR look on your on different bands, just on your radio?
Here I'm down between 1.0 and 1.4, 20s 1.15 to up to 1.43. 10 meters is 1.2 to 1.9, and 17 goes up 3.6 to 15 meters is fantastic. 12 is 3.1 to 3.16 meters is in the threes. 8 meters, of course, is in the sixes, but the extra but all the SWR seems to come down quite a bit.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it depends upon the whole wire antennas. You could move one end over 6 feet and down 3 feet, and it would change the whole picture.
Because I moved the base of the antenna, pulled a little bit more into the tree. I was wanting to see seeing what that would do, but the rain started before I could complete that whole trial.
Very good, Mike. Good to hear you on the net. This Mike here in Mount Juliet, Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo just got his a new, well, I say new fed antenna put up, and he's finding out it performs well when you get it farther up in the air. Who else is what?
Hey, G-Boy, NTL, Kilo Golf 4 November Tango Foxtrot.
Hey, how you doing there, Larry? Ain't heard from you in a while. You doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, buddy. I'm finally got off of that night shift over with MTSU, so I'm gonna on this thing more now.
Oh, that's awesome. Everything going well for you, though?
Yeah, everything's going good. Yep.
Oh, sounds good. I thought you were, for some reason, I was thinking you were driving a bus or a truck.
I have a school bus for Rutherford County. I'm a Rutherford County bus driver.
Oh, that was it. You were, that's right. So you still do that in over there at MTSU?
Yeah. Hey, I bought me a HL radio. I ain't got the antenna and stuff up, and I'm gonna get it up. I'm gonna try to get my general license, but it's got 10 meters off. If I don't get my general license, I can still get on 10 meters that tall.
Yeah, you can get on that little portion of 10 meters yet. When do you want to take the general test?
I'm going next Saturday night for taking. I don't know if I'll pass it or not. I ain't got much working night shift.
Well, I mean, you're going to do that not this weekend, but the next weekend. Well, I just advise you to just a nice, convenient way to do it. Do you have the general book, by the way, a general study book?
I got a book.
What I was going to say is that you can go through. I would spend between now and that test. I'd spend an hour going through the QRZ test, the test questions, or if you might use another site, I don't know. And if you don't understand what you got wrong, just go to the book and study what you got wrong. I mean, I was very successful doing that. And the questions, more than just memorizing answers. You know what I'm saying, Larry?
I understand that. Hey, I appreciate that. But I have been studying, but I ain't got to study as much as I'd like to.
Well, I'm telling you, if you do an hour a day for the next 10 days or so, you're going to be in much better shape.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Saturday morning, I went west for Shoney's and Donald's, lady.
We don't do it. We have a breakfast, but it's not this Saturday in December and the 4th, the 2nd and 4th. Is somebody doing the one in Donaldson?
I thought it was always going on that.
Okay, no, we do ours here it's at Courtney's restaurant in here in Mount Juliet. It's on the north end. And of course, you were going to come one time and you couldn't make it. So, but again, it's the 2nd Saturday of the month. It is thereabouts. There's no start time.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to make it down there on the 4th Saturday. I'm going to try to take that test. So it'll be the 2nd Saturday, but I'll try to get out there the next Saturday y'all have it.
Yeah, that sounds great, Larry. I look forward to meeting you. We've talked before, but I've never met you. Yeah, really, I'm rooting for you on getting that test and getting that general under your belt.
Okay, buddy. I appreciate it. Out here and let you continue on with the net. Good talking to you. KG4 NTL.
Yeah, very good, Larry. Good test. That was Larry. He's in Murfreesboro. Kilo Golf 4 November Tango Foxtrot. Who else is Sal?
November 2 Papa Tango Bravo.
Hey, good to have you on the regular net there, Angel.
Hey, how are you, buddy? How's it going? Like everybody's here participating.
Oh yeah, no. After 7 years, we're kind of old hat here. Old. I have to tell you, my wife got a kick out of. I told her, he said, "Hey, you got a new guy from Jersey on the air." Really? And she goes, "Wow." And then we told her, I said, "I knew he was from Jersey when he said he was looking for a pizza joint."
Yeah, those pizzas. You guys eating that regular stuff here.
No, that's true. It's my wife. That was my wife when she came here from Long. First thing she started looking for, where's the pizza?
Yeah, you got that right. Very important part of the diet up north.
It is a staple. It's not something you can avoid. You know, you can. Well, if you're not eating your pizza, you're not healthy. I'm not kidding you. My wife, I'll say, "You want to eat out?" She goes, "Yeah, as long as we can get pizza."
Can't beat that.
No, it's really awesome. But everything going well in your shack down there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're all with the new radio with the 9700. I was able to replace the antenna the other day and actually put the GP98 up there. On 1.2 gig, didn't expect to right away. But I haven't seen any activity on any other D-Star centimeters. So I'm still looking, experimenting, trying to see what else is new. And today I'm just like to clean out, and put it up on the swap meets there too. So
Yeah, I just wish there were more. And I don't have D-Stars. I probably told you. It gives me that people don't. I know there's some D-Star repeaters. I don't even know if there's one in this area. Did you find a D-Star repeater in this computer connected one?
no, there's nothing in the area. Not here, not within. But between here and Nashville, there's nothing.
And again, I don't have D-Star, but with as many hams are in the middle of Tennessee, you'd think there'd be one. I don't.
Yeah, but it's you need participation. It's a big investment, right? You're going to repeat your link. So it's well, there's a couple of FM repeaters that are in the area that are reachable, but I don't think those are attached to anything outside of that. But even so, D-Star, if I look for any repeaters that are anywhere else, I haven't gotten it. The system is responding to me because the radio is acting normally, but I don't get anybody that responds to it.
Well, yeah, and it seems confusing to me because D-Star has been out now for I don't know, 17 years. Middle Tennessee, that sounds crazy.
But we'll see. We'll try to change that. We're still learning it, right? It might be me on this side with.
Well, the other thing we did start, we do a Simplex Net for digital on Saturday nights at 7:30, and the guy who's running it, or it has been run, does DMR, D-Star, and Fusion, all three at 7:30 on Saturday.
Oh, cool. That's something something to put on the schedule. Thank you very much for picking me up.
Yeah, that's on 146,460. 146.
Got it. 146,460.
That's 7:30 Saturday nights. Yeah, I hope. In fact, I'd like to see more participation there as well because, like I said, I don't know of anybody doing D-Star Simplex, Mars Simplex, other than that one, and I just expect that there'd be more activity. I mean, it's not like people don't have D-Star radios or they don't have these fusion radios.
Yeah, QSL, that's for sure. I'm big into DMR. I got a couple of zero spot. I just bought a zero spot repeater, and I'm constantly talking to the guys up north. They're very seen anything down here.
No. Yeah, I got to contact you about that DMR thing. I might need your help, I think. Anyway, that was Angel. He's new to the net. He's kind of new to the area. How long have you been down here, Angel? What'd you say, 2 years?
It'll be 3 years.
Yeah, it took you this long to find us?
Yes, sir. I had another radio. I had the 2720, but it was not doing anything. The 9700 got me to pay attention to the waterfall and see the activity.
Ah, I got you. Yeah, that's great. And then, of course, when you did find us, there was 5 or 6 of us on the air at the same time.
Absolutely. It's like being part of the group right away and integrated.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like one ham told me one time, because you know what, he was talking about me as net. You know what's good about you? I go, well, I'm waiting for that silly answer. And he goes, you'll talk to anybody. I go, well, yeah, I mean, that's what ham radio is supposed to do.
Sounds good to me.
All right, well, very good. That's Angel in Murfreesboro. November 2, Papa, Tango, Bravo. Sounds like a well-seasoned ham for the added to the area. And of course, you heard what happened there. He found us on the waterfall. And who else is south?
Kilo, November 4, Charlie, Quebec, Preston, and Possum Trot.
Oh, okay, good. Glad to hear it. I thought you were anyway. Did you? I don't know if I caught the net Saturday night on digital. Did Carl give it up, or is he coming back?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to contact him myself. I'll figure out what's going on, because I'd like to participation. It's not a whole lot of fun when there's only 3 or 4 people checking in. Well, it can be fun, but it's not. It's a little better when there's more. Try to beef that up here as the weeks and months go on.
Yeah, that would be good. It's kind of hard for me to do because I got to switch. I only have one antenna, and I got to switch the radios between the antenna. I haven't figured out a good way to do it yet.
Yeah, well, it just means you can have an antenna switch. You can do it that way, can't you?
Yeah, I've got one that goes 1 in and 3 out, but it don't put it 3 in and 1 out. It's not isolated like that. I tried it, but it didn't work.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, what I do. I still have a problem with 2 of the antennas, but on the 2 meter, I've got 3 radios and 1 100. I can just switch between the radios.
Copy that. Well, thanks for getting me in there, Paul. Appreciate what you do, sir.
Yeah, very good. That's Preston in Possum Trot. Kilo November 4, Charlie, Quebec. He picked up the ball on the D-Star DMR Fusion and net on Saturday nights at 7:30. I got to talk to Carl. What happened to him? I haven't heard from him in a while. Who else is south? West or south? West, south, or east?
Jason, not Juliet.
Yeah, I think it was a double, but I heard James in there on top of everybody. How you doing, James?
Thanks.
Everything well with all your family and everybody? Are you still eating turkey? We're going to ask everybody that question. Are you getting tired?
And a little turkey and a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, it's the other stuff that gives you problems, man. It's all that mashed potatoes and whatever else you had, that's starchy.
I like starchy.
Oh, I love it. It's just
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, very good. Everything's going well for you?
Everything's good.
Very good. Good to have you in Mount Juliet. Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. Who else is east?
Kilo India 4, Sierra India 4, Sierra Oscar Romeo. Good evening. Good evening.
Hey, Richard. Everything going all right?
It's my Friday at work and everything couldn't be lovelier.
It was your Friday at work. You mean by yourself?
Wednesday I'm off the rest of the week, so this is my Friday.
Oh, I got you. Well, yeah, that's a nice. You're only working or 4?
3. Now that varies from one week to the next sometime, but they try and hold me to 3 because that's what I wanted.
Okay. Do you like that job?
I do for a number of reasons. One of the biggest ones is to do. I tried to completely retire and do absolutely nothing for 3 years, and I thought I was going to lose my mind.
Yeah, that's what I do best. Is nothing.
Well, but when my lifestyle, my work there, full time, it was run, go, 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 go. You can't I couldn't put the brakes on that and just completely quit. I tried it for 3 years, but it just didn't work.
Oh, I hear you. Well, one of the problems is now you're in an apartment, right?
Yes.
Less to do since it's not your place and you don't have to maintain the grounds and the exterior and the roof and the gutters and the whatever, right? And so you got all that goes away for you.
Yeah, I don't have any responsibility for this place at all except to live in it, pay the rent on it, and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, to do than somebody who's like, well, I've got more to do than you. I just don't do it.
You got my disease, procrastination.
No, it's all good. Retirement's great, and I'm glad you're doing it. It gets you out on the road too. It gets you out in the public and have a good old time.
Well, and the other part of it, another is the fact that I'm keeping myself in some semi-semblance of physical shape, lifting what I lift and walking as much as I do and all that kind of thing. It's keeping me pretty dead blame active.
Oh yeah, if you sit around, you do nothing but deteriorate.
Well, that was what I was doing, and I didn't like that either. I mean, I used to have big leg muscles, but now I got chicken sticks, and that ain't sitting real well with me.
Chicken stick with.
No, not at all, and that's what I have diminished to, and I'm trying to kind of at least some kind of tone shape anyway.
Yeah, well, keeping active is key. It really is, and I don't blame you for wanting to work. I mean, I do it if I did it, but then when I come home, the dogs would have eaten the sofa. Anyway, Richard, good to have you in there. That's Richard Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo, and his bride Kilo India 4 Sierra Stephanie, and they're just a little bit west of downtown London. Who else is east? Anybody else west, south, or east?
Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Hotel Papa.
Hey, hold on, Zach. I heard you in there. Kilo Oscar. Is that David?
No, this is Jim, not Juliet.
Jim, you said. Hang on, I can hear you properly.
Yeah, this is Jim out Mount Juliet.
Ah, very good. How are you tonight?
Trying to get everything wrapped up with kids and stuff before Christmas break.
Yeah, I can't say I well, the youngest is 36, so I haven't had children in the home in a long time. But I do miss having children around.
I got need to do.
Oh, boy. How old?
14 and 13.
Oh, man, that's trouble all by itself. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just trouble. That's why I jokingly tell people who have newborn about how different and difficult it can be to take care of a newborn. I said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It only gets worse."
Yeah, it sounds about right. Teenagers. I got a hockey player and a figure skater, and they are super busy at the rink all the time.
That's great. Where's the rink you take them to locally?
The easy answer is all of them.
Okay. I'm not. When I lived in Florida, I used to play hockey as a kid, and because I lived in New York, up along the Canadian border, so it was kind of mandatory. But Florida, my youngest son decided he wanted to take hockey lessons, so I was like, "Hey, great!" And he was taking hockey lessons in Oldsmar, Florida, and he was.
Yeah, both my kids go to a school out in Bellevue at the Bellevue Fort Ice Center. It's specifically for kids that are that involve the skating rink. So my daughter's a figure skater, my son plays hockey, and we live right next to Mount Juliet High School. Each way to drop them off at school and pick them up every day.
Oh boy, yeah, that would be the trouble. I had a similar thing. It was I forget how far it was. It was from my house. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, lots of driving. I bought an electric car last year just because of it. It saved me not at all disappointed with it.
Cool. Which one did you buy?
I found a used BMW i3. It was they did not retain their value if you bought them brand new, so buying them used was actually pretty inexpensive. It doesn't have the best range because the technology for batteries has really come up a lot since then. So the range isn't that great, but I get enough battery that I can get them. And all the ice rinks have chargers there, so if I'm stuck there, I can continue to charge. Just hang out for a little while. So I'm not working every day of the week. So I don't work like weekends. Like this weekend, I got to go to Vail to do a concert. So it's a lot of traveling for me, but I get to be home a lot to take care of them.
Oh, that's awesome. Lifestyle.
It does. It's super busy, but it does.
Yeah, I would have. I had often was running a couple of 100 miles a day or more up and down the west coast of Florida in sales and project management. And the electric car wouldn't have fit me very well.
Not for everybody, but they definitely.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that's neat. I'm waiting to see, and I don't know if you saw the articles on it. They said they were going to have electric.
They already exist.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were widely disseminated.
You can see them entertainment and trekking for entertainment, concerts and whatnot. I actually did some research for a couple different acts for companies that are using it, and you find the companies like some of FedEx uses some of them, and Amazon use them. Arizona, more of the warmer places. They're not great for cold areas.
I gotcha. I would think that the louder than the engine.
The whine of the wheels is what I think.
That's probably it. It goes back to that old. Don't let the sound of your wheels drive you crazy, and you really hear them then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, very good, Jim. Good. That was Kilo Oscar for Delta Hotel Papa. Interesting story about the electric car. That's cool. And those Mercedes are cool. Zach, I heard you up there. How you doing?
Hello, Paul. Hello, Matt. Hopefully nobody, Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I ate enough. I didn't stuff myself. Your signal's about an S3 tonight, but your audio seems lower. Are you doing something different?
Anything different. For the last few weeks, I've been on my new ICOM 2730.
All right, no, just curious. Maybe it's just conditions. Like I said, you have a nice, solid S3 signal. It's just that it's not robust. I'll put it that way.
Well, I'll just swallow the nonsense and see how that goes. Anyway, good evening, everybody, and we'll talk to you at K4 TV.
Yeah, very good. No, that helped. You got it sound like you're pretty close, but being a little closer to that hand mic, it sounds much more robust. I'll give you that. Anyway, in Lafayette area, Kilo 4 Tango Papa. Who else is east or well anywhere west or north?
Kilo 4, Sierra Fox Fox. Am I hearing it?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. How you doing, Charles?
Been having trouble breathing the past couple days. I got a day that helping a little bit, and I'm trying to get enough exercise and all that turkey and all that stuff for Thanksgiving and that kind of year. Here I do have some woods. I'll probably go hiking a little bit tomorrow. But, and it's getting dark earlier. And, it's really affecting me. I have panic attacks and blood pressure issues. It's always this time of the year that's going on. I did want to tell you, I did, I cast fishing line 15 weight. I'm probably going to have to go get some gold. And the 15 weight did hold. It held pretty good. Cast at the top of that 70, 80, 90 foot tree. It's not straight up and down right now because it's around some limbs.
Well, like you say, you're gonna get another one with. You just needed to better, more fishing line. Is that what you said you needed? I think I lost you there, Charles. Well, that was Charles, Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Foxtrot up in the Ashland City area, but he dropped out. Might have blown a fuse or cortex, one of the two.
What all did you get?
Well, I dropped out. I asked you if you were going to buy heavier duty fishing line to get up over that tree.
I got 15. I don't know. I guess I can either the power supply is not old. I got it up there. It's electrical tape on the where the archery cord and the fishing line is. But I've done it in the past a while back. Just temporarily up there until I can get some more pole and get it attached to the tree. I dropped.
No, you're still there.
Yeah, I got a good ways up there, but the limbs are kind of. I can see up here in Tennessee City and Waverly, but I can't get any anymore for some reason.
Oh, well, maybe just a terrain issue from where you are. Anything else for the net tonight there? To avoid a lot of those other health issues, you just got to stay active and go out and walk around and, just be busy.
Yeah, I think we got some woods behind there. I guess we'll go hiking a little bit tomorrow. Just staying around too much, sleeping a lot. I just want to stay active because I have to start another job. I didn't get that, but it didn't pan out. I'm going to keep looking, but I might have a job running a press machine or something. I've never done that before.
Be able to handle it. Well, let us know how you do. That was Charles. He's in, like I said, he's in Joelton, Ashland City area. Sierra Foxtrot. Who else is? Where was I? Any place really, north, south, east, or west.
For Romeo Victor Quebec.
Hey, Brent, what's up?
Hey, not much, Paul. Sitting working on some things. Try to put up an infed out my backyard here tomorrow. I got a pole for it today that can be mobile. Take it down, take it up to my property up north of here, and set it up again.
Oh wow. Still got work. I've got an end fed I have put up, but I haven't used it because I got to restring the whole thing. I made a mess of it when I first put it up, so I got to redo it. I forget, 256 feet long, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is. It's well over a couple anyway, or maybe better.
Yeah, no, you can get. I'm told you can get good performance out of those, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm going to go with a slope to start with.
Mine is going to be horizontal the whole way. I've got nothing to put in. Who was trying? Was there somebody else trying to get in there?
Recheck when you get a chance. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, no, it's horizontal the whole.
Well, I'm going to try it a few different ways and see what works the best.
Yeah, well, the one that works the best is the.
That's always the way it is here lately.
Yeah, very good. But things going okay for you?
Oh yeah, go.
Great, glad to hear it. Anyway, that's Brent. He's in Northwest Wilson, Kilo Echo for Romeo Victor, Quebec. What's up, Charles?
Yes, I was online looking for an XF radio, and I think it's about $4,000 or $7,000. I didn't see one.
ICOM is selling one of their brand new ones for about $600.
$4,000 to $7,000.
Oh yeah, of course. You can buy a $10,000 Yaesu and ICOM and an $8,000. I don't have that kind of money to spend, and I guess you don't either. But you can get a brand new ICOM. I forget the model of it, but it was around 600. Maybe it was a Kenwood. I forget. But there's some low end, relatively low priced HF rigs, but they're strictly 160 through sometimes 160 through 6 meter.
What's the point? I mean, what is the $4,000 to $7,000 one?
Well, I'm not sure. They are better performing. They have better. They got better audio. They're just nicer radios all around. It's just that I'm not sure I'd know the difference. That's somebody who's got a lot. Because the real money's in the antenna, not in the radio.
It sounds like a lot of the money.
Oh, if you want to spend that much. But I know that there's very successful hams that ain't using $10,000. I say successful. They make very active. They're very active in the hobby, and they don't have a big expensive radio. They've got a 600, 800, or 1,000.
What the hell here? You're the only one I ever hear anymore.
I don't know. I don't know what the scoop is. Well, we haven't had too many people, but I need to move on. I will catch you later. That was a recheck for Charles, KG4 SFF. Who else is any place anywhere?
Hello?
Hello, Mark. What's going on?
Hello, Paul. And then I must have missed North.
Oh yeah, we started. No, North was just that was the end piece there. I lumped them all together at the end there, or where we are now anyway.
Oh, yeah, I just didn't hear it. Sitting here trying to figure out a password that I somehow misplaced. 13, I think.
Oh, I know it. Don't even get me started on passwords. I have an old TYT handheld. It's for it's for FM or DMR. I fired it up just early before program the radio. So I wanted to remember. I didn't remember. I hadn't used it in so long. So I hit program the radio and it says enter password. I go, I have no idea.
Yeah, that happens to me, and I have a list of probably 200 of them. I'm not as good at updating it, so when it says you have to change your password, sometimes I don't change it. Then I'll sit here for what to put in.
Yeah, I know. It'll drive me crazy, really. This whole world of passwords is enough.
Yep. And of course they say don't use the same password twice. Right. I maybe try to catch over on 6.
All right. So, no, not 6. 10. 6 is Saturday.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm glad you asked. Anyway, that's Mark in Northwest Wilson. Oscar. Anybody else? Any place anywhere?
KB9 RKK.
Ah, you're back. How you doing? So you survived the trip to the West Coast? The West Coast. We used to call it the other left coast.
Yeah, I survived. eat too much. Well, that's what happens when you go back to mom's house.
Oh yeah, how was the weather down here? That great?
It was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. I had a few cloudy days, but it was some good days, and good time. We got to visit family in both of our sides. My wife's she's got a bunch of cousins and aunts down there, and so it was good.
Yeah, just Florida is now, well, it has been for a while in the nation. And I know when I moved there in '73 originally, I sat there and watched it grow for nearly 30 years. Amazing to see how big it got and how many people moved.
It's going crazy again. There's lots of cranes. The prices are getting outrageous again. What's going on around here?
Yeah, exactly. But it could be worse. You could live in California.
I was going to say something. It's cool to hear. Actually, Angel, I heard that's the gentleman that was very integral part of purchasing an amplifier.
Oh, really? Okay, so you kind of met him before then.
Just online. He's helping make some get caught up on his emails and orders.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, I didn't. I just thought it was interesting. You've been here 3 years and you hadn't seen us on the air.
Yeah, no, it was interesting to see it. Just like myself, I'm also I saw the 2 call, and I wasn't expecting it to be in Murfreesboro, and then he says, "Hey, I'm in Murfreesboro," and I'm like, "Murphy, here's our net."
Yeah, no, it's all good. The more the merrier.
Yeah, well, survived Florida, and now I just have to. I think February possibly, but it'll be on for a different reason, for actual vacation. Not really. I'll still visit my but I'm just gonna go there maybe on another trip down the Clearwater, somewhere around there.
Yeah, no, that's KO4 OKE. He was down there this past week visiting his brother and visiting all the sites down there.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh well. If you got a lot, it's really popular for like the retirement, age group. So there's probably a whole bunch of us that have family living down there at some point.
Oh yeah, no, I know. My in-laws live down there. They happened to move when I was married to my first wife, my wife 1.0. They already lived in St. Peter, and I was offered a job in Tampa across the bay, and I was like, yeah, well, I would have moved there anyway. But they were thrilled. Oh, we're going to have you, the grandchildren. Were thrilled, and then of course I got divorced about 8 years later, so that killed that idea. And I mean, Florida was obviously good to me. I say obviously, it was good to me. I was there for 37 years.
Oh yeah, well it wasn't. Yeah, no, I was gonna say that we didn't get the chance to do that. They built a new that just recently got redone or something. It took years and years to figure out what they were gonna do, and I guess people down there, they fired the company. Three different companies got involved as far as on the architectural side, but and there was no place to park. It didn't get a chance to do it, but it was, other than that, it was a total success. So it came in on our kick in.
Which pier are you talking about? In Clearwater?
St. Pete.
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you the brief funny story. There, when they built the pier originally, it's called the pier. And when they finished the pier, which it had a pyramid building, and a quite attractive building. And but anyway, it was really state of the art at the time, and that was in '70. And they had a contest, for the whole Bay Area to name the pier, name the name of this new pier. All the entries were put in. That's what they chose, the pier.
Oh, yeah. I heard about the upside down pyramid. Remember seeing that one, but I didn't know about the naming contest. Real good.
Well, then they first came to town, And the Buccaneers were really the crappiest team in the history of football for its first 3 years or so. Very good team with a great defense, if you remember anything about football, back in 1979 or 80. And the Tampa Tribune put out that all of the sports people, the sports writers for the two major newspapers, from the sports talk shows on, big, editors and newspapers about sports, to call, they had to come up with a defensive. Denver had the Orange Crush, and Pittsburgh had the Steel Curtain, and those kind of things. And you're not going to believe what the committee came up with.
Okay, let's hear it.
The buck teeth.
Boy.
Look it up, man. You should have heard the screaming from people and dentists and people who got bad teeth. It was one of the craziest.
Oh my God! You know what? I'm gonna see. Well, I'm gonna see if my wife knows that one. She's a big. She's really. I'm gonna have to try that one.
Yeah, the buck teeth, man. It was funny. I mean, it was beyond funny to me because good name when you're making fun of people who got bad teeth. I say bad. If they have teeth that are sticking out of their face. Anyway, 509 Romeo Kilo Kilo. Who else is any place anywhere?
This Juliet X-ray, Jamie and Bethpage.
Hey, Jamie, everything well with you?
Yeah, good. Can't complain, I should say. Been setting up while the net's going around the circle here, around the compass. Been setting up a new antenna to try out for this 10 meter to check into one of these. So still trying. So we'll see if it'll work.
Yeah, very good. Which one did you choose for the 10 meter?
A little end-fed halfway, but I've got it up on a 31-foot mast, so it's elevated up off the ground. I've been using ground mount. Has a great SWR. I've been able to talk to Costa Rica with it, etc. But locally, cannot get out of that. Off the ground works a little bit better.
Yeah, I would say I hope so. I hope it does, but that would be kind of common. Like for instance, one of the guys, Ken, down vertical, very nice, one of these multi-band verticals that has 10 meters on it, and he says, I can talk all over the world, but I can't talk to you, because you're really. It's not that you're just in a hole; you're kind of too close. You're far enough away that ground wave isn't cutting.
Absolutely, and even last night, like I said, we attempted a 10-meter net after the Sumner County Aries net last night. Really hear each other. It was just tough. So I don't know if it's conditions are part of it, but it wasn't just last night. So just kind of changing things around and seeing what I can come up with.
Well, I guess that's the beauty of it, Jamie, is that not the beauty of not getting on nets and figuring out what works and what doesn't work. Because if your antenna doesn't work, it isn't any.
Absolutely, and like you say, this is. Well, I think you said it at the beginning of this, your little preamble tonight. Better at doing radio, and that's exactly right. That's what I'm trying to do here. So I appreciate it.
All right, very good, Jamie. Good to Jamie and Bethpage, Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Juliet X-ray. Anybody else? Any place anywhere?
Kilo 4, golf.
Hey, you sound good. What's up? What'd you do? Did you do anything different, or is this conditions great tonight?
No, nothing different.
No, you sound good. How do I sound up there?
It's been interesting. You're, I don't know, maybe a S4, something like that, S5. But earlier, about 8:30, I was getting a lot of hash. I'm still hearing a little. Telling me better now.
Are you hearing anybody else?
So much. I heard Richard out of, but he was really hashy too. He seemed like he was having trouble. So yeah, I don't know what's going on coming up 24 this way.
No, there's no telling. Van, I think you're 35 miles or so as the crow flies, if I remember correctly, and it's just the terrain issues that we have between us is the biggest problem, and you getting a bigger signal from that, really helps out a lot. I doubt you do very well at all with anything less.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'd have to pull it up again. I think it was closer to 46 or 47 miles, I think. But my little, I think I talked to you originally the first time we spoke on it. And I think conditions just one day were just rocking. Oh, one afternoon. And then pretty much since then, I really can't make any sort of contact with you on the X50.
Yeah, number one, the X50 is, well, I don't want to say it's a bad antenna, but it's not a good one.
No, it's certainly not a good one from this distance. I mean, it's my local repeater just fine, but and it actually it's quite a bunch of repeaters in Nashville just fine. Those in LA, I think would do a little bit better, but no, the quad, nothing beats my calculations on the quad anyway as far as gain and stuff.
Yeah, see what they make everybody get better, aside from the simplex. If we put in a zoning change, no higher than 30 feet up in the air, that would change the perspective of everybody who uses repeaters.
Yeah. I don't even know. I mean, I'm not even sure where some of these are. I mean, I know the Brentwood ones and stuff, and those are way on up there. But yeah, it's certainly it's a crutch.
Well, yeah, it is, but people who live in it's kind of helpful. I mean, it really is a one way that you can reach out and touch a lot more people than you can simplex from a bad.
No, I mean, I agree. I mean, they certainly serve their purposes. I mean, imagine if you lived in a mountainous area and you stuck one of those things on top of the things on either side. Everybody can talk to each other. So I mean, it's certainly really good, purposes for. But I don't know. I'm a little bit here in the last few months. I really seen it seems like there's just been a lack of activity on most of the ones that kind of had the most activity are really pretty light these days. Ours and sound doesn't have any.
Yeah, well, as I found out on simplex doing this net over the last 7 years, is you really have to get on the air regularly in order to promote it, and people aren't doing that on the repeaters. If you don't promote it, and if other people won't show up because they'll go, hey, there's nobody there.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're absolutely right. Really good example of that. They just it just doesn't get used much except for once a week for the net.
I remember a guy telling me he was really just a repeater guru, but he's also like simplex. He wasn't restricted to that, and he's since check and see if he's still around. But he was early on when in the ham radio down in Florida. He said what it would be great if everybody agreed to turn off their repeater like 1 week a month or something to help people understand that that's not the only way to have radio communications. He also said there somebody assigned to like a club repeater. There ought to be a rotating thing so somebody is always available to somebody who's visiting or somebody who just comes up on the air.
Yeah, agree 100%. Agree 100%. That's why internet is always active. And, people are always on the stand, and it's good. I was hopefully to get in tonight. I've been asking a couple. When I had trouble earlier, I'm like, we're going to pump some numbers up. I got to get on this net tonight.
Very good. Good to have you. For those of you might not be able to hear him, he's a good 40. He corrected me. He's about 40 something miles away. Really bad terrain between the two of us. But the multiple element quad antenna that he stuck up in the attic, pointing directly at Nashville, Davidson, Wilson. Good to me. Not always, but pretty good today. Anyway, that was Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha. His name is Michael. Who else is any place?
4CXC Chris Adult. In Rockville.
Hey, Tom, hold on one second. That's Kilo Mike 4 10. But I got Chris in there. How you doing, Chris?
Good. How are you, Paul?
I could be better, but I'm not sure.
My shoulder's a little jacked up, but other than that, I can't complain. I don't know, repetitive use syndrome.
If I had unlimited disposable income, I'd be a lot better.
That sounds like a pretty good time.
It's just, we're told by the great man, the Apostle Paul, he finds himself content, and that's where you got to be. You got to learn to be content with things you can't alter. I have X amount of income. I got X amount of. I got a wife who holds me to certain restrictions, so I got to be content.
Yeah, you can't beat yourself up about it. There's
Well, look, I've seen people who have, they've got a $4,000 antenna and a $10,000 tower and a $10,000 radio, but I don't need it. I mean, I like it, but I don't have to have it. It's not. I don't. What's the right word? Going, oh man, I wish I could steal his house.
Yeah, I'm the person that spread my money around. I wouldn't go. I don't do really much of anything, to be honest. I like to dabble.
Oh no, I understand. Well, you spent some good money on not all at one time.
Yeah, when you throw the money at the fuselage, for example, if you keep it in pretty good shape, how much you spend on it, it's very minimal per year. Really, the only thing you're doing is refreshing batteries and any parts that just have general. So that can be pretty inexpensive.
Well, the nice part about radios is you can only drop them from 3 or 4 feet. Your airplane 100 feet.
Yeah, and it's a bad time. Like the phone, you just put it in a bag, throw it away. You wouldn't have it. You can take a radio. Yeah, that you're better off just getting that one.
Well, you can salvage the battery, can't you?
Sometimes the impact eats the battery. It crumples it up, and of course it's not useful at that point. Some of the electronics could be salvaged too.
A hobby that has somewhat disposable pieces.
It's all disposable. Yeah, it's just a total,
Yeah, very good. All right, that was Chris in Donaldson. That's Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Tom, I heard somebody else.
I'm doing just fine, Paul. I know there's still a bunch in there. I looked at my watch. It was 8:45, and I'm like, wait a minute, is this Wednesday? It's nap night, and I just about completely let it slip by. Saying hello, give me another number, and I'll let I was hearing Jamie and Beth Hayes and Michael and Clark's. Jamie was real good. Michael was a little borderline, and then right at the very end, he started picking up and hit S5, S6. So the band's good.
Oh, yeah, he's got to be somewhere around 60 miles from you.
Clarksville, every bit of 60, maybe 70 or 75.
Yeah, you'll have to look that up. Did you get his call?
I did not.
It's Kilo 4. I just look him up on QRZ. That'll tell you. You know that.
Yep. All right. I will look that up. Surely will. Just saying hello. I'll let you get on with it. I know you're probably in a hurry to move on to the. Is it 10-meter net tonight?
Yes, 10 meters.
All righty. I'm not gonna make that up. Even though I got Yagi up there, it just doesn't up there for some reason. But anyway, we'll catch you next time, Paul. Thanks for the net, and have a good evening. And good evening to everyone still remaining. KM4TM, Tom and Rockwell.
Well, we can't kick. Our bylaws don't permit any rules, so it's all good. We'll know you'll be there next time. Who else is coming?
Victor Echo Mobile.
I think that way. There was a double in Bravo 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Is that the one?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Not Bravo, sorry. Mobile on Briley heading out.
Oh, wow. You're running late tonight.
Yeah, we close an hour later during this.
Wow. Things going well. How's the traffic on Briley these days?
This time of night, not bad, but you can catch somebody doing doing 85 or 90.
Yeah, well, I just figure it's filling up the police of Nashville Davidson fills them up on their tickets.
Yeah, and then of course it'll back up for over a mile here next couple.
Yeah. Oh man, the exits there go into the mall there. It's amazing how they get back up.
Yeah, it's awful.
I'm never going to that mall again.
Looks a little scratchy on my end. Just I'm not in a great. Probably won't be home in time for the next day.
All right, very good. You can check in twice next week. That was Greg, and he's Mobile, and he's normally in Antioch. Who else is any place anywhere?
C4TWL. John, I'm not here then.
Yeah, hold on, John. I heard Wes in there. You're in Watertown tonight there, Wes?
Yep, fine at home. Got in here about 10 minutes ago, running late. Everything's good. KE4TWL.
Yeah, you got a big. Sounds good.
All right, you too.
Very good. That was Wes near Watertown. Kilo Echo 4, Tango Whiskey India, Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Golf X-Ray. Is that John?
If I'm John, you're probably not going to get a good signal out of me. I would like to check another antenna. I've got 3 antennas on a selector here, so probably won't come.
Well, you're almost S7 on the HT to me, John.
This is antenna number 2. Antenna number 2, do you copy any of that?
You're also S7 on that one.
All right, this is antenna number 3. Antenna number 3, copy on any of that?
Oh, yeah, you're S7 on that one. That's the best.
All right, thanks for the test call. Back to net.
Very good, very good. I'm glad you were all ready to roll with those. That's cool. T in those antennas?
Yeah, all HTs and all. Boy, one's a folded dipole, one's a little ladder line antenna, and then one dipole as well.
I got you. Well, you're doing well with that number 3, whatever that one was. Mystery antenna number 3. Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Golf X-Ray. Excuse me. Manny.
HT. This is KO4 DQH. Drew down here in Murfreesboro.
Hey, Drew. Hold on one second. Say something else there, John? Or somebody else on an HT? I thought I heard somebody jump in there. N8HT. Cool call. Hold on one second. I'll get right back to you. What's up, Drew? How you doing?
Pretty good. Just hanging out. To watch 8 Bite Christmas on HBO.
What was it?
It's called 8-Bit Christmas. It's on HBO Max. It's with Dookie Howser.
Oh yeah. I've never had HBO or HBO Max. I can't even spell HBO. I just never premium on the cable, and now I'm on aerial TV, so I know I don't get it.
There you go. Yeah, that's one thing. We stopped having cable and stuff like that a couple of years ago. You can just stream now. It's a lot cheaper.
For what we watch, it isn't. If we want to watch something special, I'll go. I'll go watch all kinds of stuff on. Or we've got we've got an Amazon Prime account, so we a whole bunch of flicks and independent, all kinds of stuff on there, and areas that we can pay for if we so choose. I just find that's cheaper because we don't spend a lot of time on premium TV stuff.
Cable prices are outrageous. You're looking at $150 a month just to watch TV, and you're not cut half of that. Just stream stuff. And you get to pick and choose what you want to watch, and you're not at the liberty of the cable companies.
Well, they're doing a fine service. I'll grant them that. They're doing great stuff with what they offer. It's just that, let's put it this way. I subscribe to several paid services on the web as far as news. The thing, it's not much. It's $40 a year, $50 a year. But I have enough that I can't even keep up with it. I still have too much. So I don't watch any TV at all unless I'm sitting with my wife. So so it's no big thing. Anyway, Drew, it's good to play the HBO as long as you can afford it. And that was Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Quebec Hotel. November 8 Hotel Tango, but I don't know who that is.
It's November 8, November Hotel Tango. My name is Hayes.
Oh, great. And you said it was November 8. Hit me again with that call. November 8, what?
It's November 8, November.
Ah, very good. November Hotel Tango. I only caught part of that call, obviously. November Hotel Tango. I'm still writing 8 November Hotel Tango. Okay, very good. Yeah, very good. I think you haven't checked in with us before, have you, Hayes?
No, I just renewed my ham license. It was on the grace period. I haven't been on the airwaves in a number of years, and I dug out my old too and found out the thing still works. I'm on the HX202, but I got a mobile antenna, so it's working better than.
Well, it's not too bad. You say you're in Hendersonville, right?
That's correct.
So you must be not real close to the river with it. You got a pretty good.
Yeah, I'm on New Shackle in Maine. It's I guess the closest intersection.
Okay, so you're probably 80, 100 feet higher than the river.
Yeah, I'm up a little ways, and I'm outside right now with.
Yeah, no, it's doing great. I mean, if you've got a decent antenna in a decent elevation, because I've got one of the guys that lives a low antenna because it is a low elevation, and I got to struggle to listen to him, but he still gets. I mean, it's not that far away from me. I'm in my.
Right. Yeah. Half the guys you're talking to, some of them I can't even detect at all. Some of them I can barely detect it. It's good. I'm going to be, taking the general exam before too long. It's good to kind of be getting back into it after.
Well, Hayes, we have 170 something, 178 or 79 people on our mailing list. From 25 to upwards. We've had as many as 50 something check-ins. We probably average about 30 something on Saturdays. And there is a crap load of experienced people in this group. I mean, all you got to do is ask questions on the group. I don't know if we already saw that.
No, I don't think I did. I was just scanning and heard this, and I was shocked.
Oh yeah, no, well, not that we're so strange. It's just that we have we're on our 8th year doing this, and we've developed a I mean, think about a club having 170 people on their mailing list. It's a rare club who can do that. Bigger number. They've got like 400, but they've got a huge club. And this really it's a club without dues. It's a club without, we don't have any rules or what you have to check in with or what you have to talk about, or we're just a bunch of guys having fun, guys and girls occasionally. We're having fun.
Well, it sounds like a cool thing. I'm definitely gonna tune in again, and I'm glad I found y'all.
You're familiar with that groups.io site?
No, I honestly pretty much just dusted off my phone and crawled back into amateur radio. I was last probably transmitted. Well, I worked a little bit. There's a couple days ago, but pretty much before that, it's been like a number of years. And I was just one of those people that, call my license from expiring and not talk much. I haven't been really active in 20 years or so.
Well, what you can do, just write that down. That groups, groups.io, India Oscar, groups.India Oscar. All kinds of mailing lists in there. Ours is under Mount Juliet Simplex Society, MJSS. You just do a search for MJSS, you'll come up with our group, and it says it's about amateur radio and simplex radio, and all you got to do is join that.
All right, I'll definitely check it out. Groups.io. Thanks for the info.
Oh yeah, no, we're having more the merrier. Like I said, 8th year on the air doing it on this frequency, and we've kind of become I don't know what you want to call it, an icon of in Middle Tennessee, which is kind of neat. I mean, it's induced a lot of people to do a lot better with their antennas rather than just working repeaters. And it was Hayes. He's in Hendersonville, November 8th, November Hotel Tango, Hendersonville. Good to have you in there, Hayes, and I look forward to and also in the group. Who else is any place anywhere? Say again?
I just wanted to, I did.
Very good. Who else is out there besides Hayes? Please come down. Hey, I was just thinking about you, Alan. Where you been?
Oh, I've been in Denver, going through a lot of training. Really didn't have time to take the radio. So, but I'm back in town. Thought I'd give a shout. Well, I'm still alive.
Very good, very good. What you need to do is on the next, well, you'd have to do it on every, take a Dremel tool and just carve out a spot in the console there and stick a radio in.
Yeah, really. We'll play on the HF, but not too often. Mostly there's
There's just one.
Oh yeah, all the airplanes that go international have 2 HF radios in it, and it's very, very archaic compared to what we use on ham radio.
Well, as long as you're able to tune around, I guess that'd be cool, though. I mean, you're oh.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to listen, and it passes the time too. But boring is good though in that job.
Yeah, yeah. You don't need any excitement. Do you?
Oh, that's right. So yeah, I was just about to hit the sack, and I looked on the email and went, oh, they get the web tonight, so I can do Simplex tonight. So I thought I'd give a shout here. Back to that K4AL.
Yeah, very good. That's Alan, Kilo 4 Alpha Lima. He lives down area, but he's got a remote base up here in up in Nashville area, and so gets a great signal even though he's not in Nashville. So, any place, anywhere, please come in. All righty, we're going to jump over. That was like 28 people. Everybody in there, whoever's still listening, we're going to jump over to 10 meters, and that's on 28.415 upper sideband, and I'll be there momentarily. This is Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 10 meters. Who's from the west? Please come down.
All right.
Hey, you sound great there. You didn't do it. You didn't change anything on your antenna, did you?
No.
No, it sounds. Remember, you seems to me you have to go out and manually change those wires, don't you?
That was on 6 meters.
Okay. Who else is that? Was Mike, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire. Who else is west?
54-6.
Hey, Chris. Someday you're going to grow up and have an outside antenna, but I don't know. You do pretty good with the one you got.
I can't wait, man. You're right. I'll be real.
I don't know. It's just, tell you what, though, it's a pain because anything you stick out in the weather, it doesn't last forever.
Yeah, then you worry about lightning too.
I know. Anyway, that's Chris in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, and he has a dual band loop second floor of his abode. That's fine. That does actually good locally. Who else is west? Anybody else west or south? I'm sorry. Who was the Alpha? Who's the Lima?
Kilo 4 Alpha.
All I caught was the end, and I doubled with you a little bit, Alan. Yeah, you sound great, Alan. What do you use for? I probably asked you this before on the 10 meter.
Yeah, it's 4 elements on 10 meters. I think that's.
It's how many elements?
I think it's 5. I think.
Wow. And how you do have it on a rotor that you can see where it's going?
Yeah, that's right. I think I got a point for it.
I can hear you. You're doing fine.
Yeah, I had to turn the power way back. I got some RF in the shed. I can hang the radio up. So it's running about 40 watts right now.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with the problem. Last time I used 6 meters, it was enough coming back into the shack that it shut down my my backup power supply. Anyway, that's Alan again with his remote base here in Nashville, or near Nashville, real close to Nashville. Kilo 4 Alpha Lima. Wherever I was, west or south? West, south, or east? Who was that last check-in?
It's Mike, D3, Mike Paparelli.
Hey, very good. I got you in there good and solid there, Michael.
Yeah, just a big stuff on the media one. Yeah. That's it, whatnot.
Yeah, you're doing fine. Kilo 3, Mike Papa Romeo. Michael here in Mount Juliet. Who else is was west, south, or east?
Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo.
Ah, so you did make it home there, Greg.
Yes, barely. So I missed all the nets and whatnot, but did you get your DMR?
I did get to my DMR, and I just got to fix it. It's probably the operating manual I've ever seen in my life. It might as well just not be a manual.
Yeah, what is he good? What is
DR MD500. It's a nice radio. It's got lots of features, crossband repeat, but in the software, it doesn't go through it very much. But this manual is really just a. It might as well just be a safety manual that says don't pour water on it, and it's just not very much information in it.
nice? So very cool. Well, I'll leave mine on. I'll be listening for you.
Very good. That's great. Charlie Victor Echo. He is in Antioch. Who else is south or south or east or west? Please come in. I left out north. Anybody, any place, anywhere?
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo.
Hey, Frank. In fact, do you have your code plug for your DMR in CVE for me?
I have it in CBE, but it's easy enough. I think I can do it.
Yeah, I just wondering. I was just going to save myself a.
Yeah, I think actually Bill KK4W has their link.
Who does?
Bill does.
Bill, which Bill? WU?
W.
Okay. See, great minds do think alike, or either that or all fools think alike. One of the two.
Yeah, that's all he got. He didn't get the Anytone. He's got the Anytone mobile. It's not in the vehicle, but he's got the mobile. Go handout.
Oh, he's got the handheld Alinco. I got it. Well, there was actually, I just looked up a review on, a discussion about that new Alinco, the MD500, and it says it's a clone of the, except the Anytone has Bluetooth, and that might be the only feature, but they're almost identical. It looks like the case of the Alinco looks like the standard casing they use for their other radios. So I don't know what the story is, because Alinco makes some of their radios in China.
Right. I heard there's a lot of similarities. They are very similar, but they're not. And the code plates are different. But once you have one, you can convert it to another one. Formats out there.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of looking forward to using it. I'm anxious to see how well it works. Got to work my way through the steep learning curve on the software.
Yeah, most of these radios are designed for commercial use for people that don't like hop from frequency to frequency. The cleaning crew has their channel, their channel, so it's a little bit quirky to use, but otherwise they're really good.
Yeah, good to have you in there, Frank. That's Frank here in Northwest Mount Juliet. Who else is North? Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. Who else is?
Kilo Juliet 4 Delta Mike Oscar. This is Steve here in Mount Juliet.
Hey, Steve. I think
Actually, no, this is my first time on HF ever after being a ham for 13 years. That's only, and you are actually my fourth contact.
awesome. That's great. Where are you located in Mount Juliet?
We're over in Willoughby Station, off the division.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I know where you are. How'd you manage to get an antenna in Willoughby Station?
Well, that's what I started with, actually, as I ventured my way into HF here. I put a fan dipole in my attic there and ran it down into one of the upper bedrooms and have been saving up money to buy my HF radio now for several months.
They have you in there. How long did you say you had your license before you got into an HF radio?
About 13 years.
Active in other areas, though, I take it.
Yeah, UHF, VHF, and I actually upgraded several years back to my I'm taking my test a week from Saturday for my extra.
Oh, awesome. The general alone is 90% of the battle getting on HF, you know?
Yeah, and your voice actually said the Simplexton Net on VHF on, what is it, Wednesday night?
Yes, Wednesday and Saturday night.
And I got you. I think I checked in on that net before, and I've worked my way out. I think even at that net, you told me you were going on Wednesday evening, but I wanted to just to say, hey, we've been through the bands here, looking up what I can get in on.
Yeah, well, make sure to get on our mailing list if you can on that groups.io page for and look it up for MJSS for Mount Juliet Simplex Society. We do the 10 meter, 6 meter, 2 meter upper sideband. We also have a Saturday night net for digital modes for DMR, DC2 fusion, and any other one you come up with, I think.
Yeah, fantastic. I will. I really appreciate it. It's been really fun for that. I've contacted South Florida, Cape Canaveral, Southeast Texas. It's been a lot of fun all in all.
Good to have you in there, Steve. It's a red letter day, man. We have two new guys on the net in one night. Anyway, that was Steve, Kilo Juliet 4 here in Mount Juliet. Who else is any place, anywhere? Topping anything I can't hear?
I'm hearing nothing.
That doesn't mean there's nobody out there. No, I don't hear anything either. All right, very good. We had 8 check-ins, 28415, and we had 28 on the FM net. And check-ins. Appreciate all of everybody's participation. You probably don't have any idea how much you help other hams figure out what they're doing with their attributes, their little corner of the picture to people to find out how well they're doing. Anyway, it's K4PW closing the net. K4PW.